Metropole TVKE across all your social media platforms. 20146 is your SMS line. Get in touch with us here in the studio. #business. All right, let's get into it. Airtel and Telecom Kenya have been put on the spot by the Communication Authority of Kenya, that is a CA, for violating quality of telecoms services on their networks. Now, the Communications Authority, CA, indicated that Airtel and Telecom Kenya failed to meet the minimum 80% threshold on quality of calls across 33 counties in the year ended June 2020. Telecom Kenya attained 73% out of the required 80, while Airtel had 52% in the survey carried out last year, while Safaricom scored an overall mark of 92% in the survey. CA had put the two telcos on notice, saying that it will check if they improve the quality of calls this year. Now, the CA said in the report, and I quote, as Airtel's and Telecom's performance did not meet the set target of 80% for the voice services, they were issued notices of non-compliance that require the firms to improve their quality of services in the country in compliance with the set threshold. All right. Now, to join us in the studio this morning, therefore, to understand the state of the telecommunications industry and that headline as well, we're joined by Elisha Wabwile, who is a telecommunications expert. Elisha, how are you doing, sir?
Thank you very much, sir.
Anytime. So let's get to understand that. Elisha, when they say that they did not meet the 80% threshold in terms of quality of calls across 33 counties, let's understand this 80. What is he trying to drive at?
You know, Simba, I will protect the telcos.
Yes.
Yeah, because you know, CA is mandated to give all these procedures.
Yes.
Of course, it has the mandate to give the policies, and they need to protect also the consumer.
Yes.
Consumer now, they are the mobile users.
Yes.
And definitely, if you talk about now the survey, first of all, we need to understand how did they do this survey. That's one thing. Then if you talk about the threshold, I went through that article.
Yes.
I think it was published on Daily, I think the Business Daily.
Yes.
And I noticed that counties like Kwale, counties like Narok, these are counties that scored very minimum.
Yes.
Mark away from the threshold. But I'll tell you this, look at the county like Kisumu. We are told all the three telcos scored 100%. What does that mean? Means now we have the capacity. The issue of the capacity, no one wants to invest money where there are no fast returns.
I see.
Look at the population.
Yes.
Yes. I will scatter my telco sites. I'll put them scattered, bearing in mind that I will, of course, now the return will not be that fast. Kisumu scored 100%. Them scoring 100% meaning the capacity of people around Kisumu.
Yes.
Meaning that around Kisumu, very many people, of course, are now on the network. The coverage is huge.
Yes.
If you increase the network, make the network huge. Then with this meaning now, they'll have to harvest.
Yes.
Now, it is scattered. When you look at it, like now, Kiambu, some parts of Kiambu also, of course, now you look at it, it is, some parts are not well covered. Some parts of Kiambu are densely populated, of which now, of course, scored a little bit high. But you see, not every part. I went through that article very well.
Yes.
It is the CA, of course, it is their mandate. But putting it, making telcos look like, you see, there's a competition, and
Yes.
they need also to provide, they need to promote that equal competition.
I'm going to come to that, Elisha. So let's talk about how difficult is it for a telecom. I know you're into that. You know exactly what goes in. How difficult is it for these telcos? And I'm going to talk about the specific ones that have been pointed here, the Airtel and Telecom, to sort of improve their quality to the 80% threshold that we're talking about here.
Yeah, you see, it all depends with the capacity and the resource.
Yes.
The deployment, like now you see, maybe if you look at it, Safaricom could be having more, of course, liquidity to have this rollout here and there. Of course, the government should also be part of this thing,
Yes.
and should promote. And it's the work of the CA. Let it promote. There was this issue of merger between between Airtel and Telcom.
And Telcom.
Yes. If this merger could have happened, and if the soft ground could have been facilitated, yeah, we could be having better and better and better, you know.
Yes. Do you feel that this situation that we're talking about right now, in some sort of way, has also been promoted by the unfair competition that we have in the country? And I'll say unfair with a pinch of salt, because they're two sides of the coin.
Definitely.
Yes.
This unfair competition. It has been and you see, CA is reporting to ITU. You have the International Telecommunications Union.
Yes.
International Telecommunications Union, of course, but some of these policies that are trying to put in place, it comes right away from the above. Now from the ITU, comes down to CA, then comes down to the digital costs, all the rules and everything, then comes down to the consumer.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely to me, I feel it is unfair. It has been, there was no unfair, there was unfair competition.
Yes.
From the operator, from the regulator. Sorry.
Yes.
Yes.
Have we given a leeway to the dominant player in that industry, Elisha? Is that what we're saying? That, well, we gave it to Safaricom? Because if you look at what CA is saying,
Yeah.
when we look at Safaricom, they've scored 92% in all these counties that we're talking about. That's more than 33 counties. Have we just handed it to them? Because there's another headline that's coming up this morning, because even Airtel now intends to sell just a stake in their money business, just to show you how much they're struggling. Are we just concentrating on the quality as per the standards of CA, or CA should go further in that report and tell us the reason as to why they've not been able to retain their quality is because of ABCD? Is that what we should be saying?
One, when we talk about quality,
Yes.
we have call drops.
Yes.
Sometimes Safaricom, we also experience call drops. I'm not saying that Safaricom has been favored, but whatever I'm saying is the CA actually should be on the forefront, should lead this, should make sure that the consumer, of course, is getting the right service.
Yes.
But now at the end of the day, it comes hand in hand also with the telcos. I don't want to dwell so much on the CA, but also telcos must also put in some effort.
Yes.
Yes, the effort they're going to put in is down. If there was this merge, of course, there was that proposal merger that was there. But you see, if this merger maybe if could have happened, maybe they could have combined the resources together.
Yes.
You see,
just to also improve their quality. That's what everybody would like to think.
Exactly. To me, I would say maybe most likely they could have done that. This merger, if this merger could have happened and this survey could have been done after the merger, definitely could have had better also the outcome.
Yes.
But all in all, we must have fair competition.
Pretty much. Yeah. All right. Elisha, make me understand, therefore, when CA says that, well, they have been put on notice. But if you look at exactly even the counties that you're talking about, I do not think that there is sort of an investment strategy for Telcom to improve their counties in the northeastern part of Kenya, which you say, well, is not part of their priority. When they say that they've been put on notice, and if they don't, therefore, improve their quality of calls to that level, well, we do know there are fines that are into the tune of hundreds of thousands of shillings and millions as well.
Definitely.
What does it mean? Are we at risk of seeing their licenses, especially under the calls department, get cancelled?
Yeah, you see, right now, if you look at the government is doing a lot of improvement with the infrastructure.
Yes.
Yeah, if there is business, for example, in Northeastern, the way you're saying, if there is business in Northeastern, you will, of course, now roads will be improved.
Yes.
When roads are improved, then telcos will also come in. You see, when you go to Northeastern, these areas that are scattered.
Yes.
It is. You look at the population. Yeah, and for you to make the business economically viable, you must have a proper infrastructure.
Yes.
Let the government give us the proper infrastructure, finish the roads that are underway. Like when you go to Lodwar, the roads are still being done.
Yes.
I'm sure once those roads are done, businesses will be there.
Then there's an economic incentive, isn't it, for somebody to go there and invest?
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly. Now, someone will go there. Anyone will have to go there. Of course, now the telcos will have to expand their coverage.
Yes.
We'll go there. It will freely invest.
Pretty much. All right. Now, let's therefore look at where the telecommunication industry is now. Elisha, from an inside, outside look, where do we stand in 2021? And everybody's talking about what the effect of the coronavirus pandemic has been on this specific industry as well.
Let me give you a brief history of telecoms.
Yes.
The first mobile was invented in that was in 1876 by a guy called Alexander Graham Bell.
Yes.
And you see now, this is now the first electronic mobile. It has been improved as time goes by. During the World War, there was introduction of the microwaves. After the World War, we've moved on. It was 1G. That's come up to 2G, 3G. Now we have the long-term evolution, that's the 4G.
Yes.
That has not been fully, of course, deployed in the country by all the three telcos. Then right now we're talking about the 5G.
Yes.
Look at the situation like now, what we are in, the COVID issue. Yeah, we've had this, now people are shifting, the people are shifting, working from home. I think you also worked from home to some point.
Yes.
Yeah. Several, so you see now it is giving it a leeway, it's giving it a leeway, and it's now the time people should recognize that we have this thing, and you see there is an importance of us using now the digital economics.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
Yes.
Yeah, the digital economics now, people getting to online, business being done online. Right now, most of the shops being closed because now they can do now sales online comfortably. But now, in terms of expansion, we need to make now the consumers aware. Let us promote awareness. Let people know that we have this alternative way.
Yes.
Telcos have also tried. If you look at now, situation like now in Nairobi, where people, of course, are densely populated.
Yes.
Yeah, you will see it now. You know, expansion of the network has been done. It is across actually all the platforms.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So talk to me about how it positions itself in 2020, looking forward to 2021. Are there business incentives in this industry, or it's been left for the bigger players? Where is the balance? Can you go in and make money out of the telecoms?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, telecoms is the future.
Yes.
Yeah, and as I said, shifting, that paradigm shift.
Yes.
You will see it, being the future means it is for better of the businesses, growth.
Yes.
Yeah, growth of the businesses. And if you look at it, now we are moving to the next generation, which is 5G. I'm sure 5G is coming up with more emerging issues.
Yes.
Technology grows day in, day out. And we must get conversant with it. We need to learn how to change with it. Once it changes, if it gives us new platform for businesses growth, why not? We need to move in with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Another important area of discussion, since Elisha, you're talking about it, is just the internet. And you see where the competition is. It's not even on call quality nowadays. People are talking about the penetration of internet into homes and just making sure that everybody has internet for businesses and even working from home. What opportunity presents itself there? Again, I keep on asking you, is it just for the bigger players in this market? I mean, when you talk about internet, then you start talking about Zuku and Safaricom, and the other ones are neither here nor there. Are smaller players given an incentive to also get into this business?
Now, let's go back. There's another study was done.
Yes.
About a month ago.
Yes.
By SEMCA. We had about top 10 based on the capacity of people. Apparently, Safaricom is at about 230,000 users of internet. Now that's fiber to home. Zuku follows. Then we have others coming down. I was surprised to find out that Liquid Telecom is amongst others. I had a friend of mine who is also in this business.
Why did it surprise you, though, Elisha?
Yeah, I feel there was I feel there was no proper survey.
Yes.
So let's see you do proper survey.
Yes.
Yeah, when you're doing a survey, do it properly. Make sure that you are not undermining other players in the market.
Yes.
Yeah, just give it fair competition.
Yes.
Fair competition, and everyone will be happy at the end of the day. We'll make business. And you see, and at the end of the day, we have very many people coming up.
Yes.
We are talking about creating jobs. People are coming up with, they are getting licenses. They are giving licenses. But when we give license, kindly support.
Yes.
Yeah, kindly support. Give it the fullest. Yeah.
Now, another area that I wanted to speak to you about, there's some data that we've been showing this morning as well, in terms of what we've been able to take out of the country, in terms of the telecoms and what we've been able to bring in. I mean, if you look at that graph, Elisha, I mean, we've been consumers as opposed to sellers. I would say that we've been getting it in. Do you think that this industry is going to grow to that point where we're saying that there's a net sell in terms of exports from our country to what we're taking outside, or we're still going to be the people feeding in terms of what we're getting from outside?
Now, you see, let me talk about the gateway.
Yes.
This is what we call gateway.
Yes.
Gateway is now getting this internet out of the country. It is to the rest of the world.
It's to the rest of the world.
The rest of the world. It goes through the under the sea, through Mombasa. All these telcos exit the country through Mombasa. Under the sea, we have underground fiber. In the sea, we have 5. We have Teams, we have Seacom, we have Lions, we have Easy. We have another one that is linking Kenya to Djibouti. It's called Dare.
Yes.
And now then there's another one for that I think Huawei is trying to bring it up. I think it should be now. I think they're concluding it for coming up for the purpose of 5G.
Yes.
Now, when it comes to import advantages, we have the country has been rolling out. There's another one called NOFB, National Optical Fiber.
Yes.
This is an opportunity to the telcos to ride in. Ride in. We have the government. Actually, the government has tried. We cannot say the government has failed. We have the NOFB. We have all these gateways.
Yes.
So it is upon the telcos to put in more resources, invest more, promote, do proper branding, do proper marketing. At the end of the day, now we'll get out. Probably. Yes. Yeah.
So are you saying that we are a work in progress?
Definitely, we are in a work in progress.
Yes.
And you see, look at it. We need to put it a forecast of 2025.
Yes.
2030. How is it going to become? According to me, looking at where we've come from, we're in the progress.
Yes.
Definitely.
All right, Elisha, as we clear this conversation now, as a telecoms expert, what are you looking forward for in 2021, especially in your space? What is this thing that is exciting you about the telecoms in 2021?
Yeah, we were waiting for 5G rollout.
Yes.
Apparently, Safaricom put it on hold.
I want to actually talk to you about that.
Yeah.
Are we ready for that?
Yeah, definitely we've not exhausted
4G, isn't it? Some places don't even have 4G.
Some places doesn't have 4G.
Yes.
They're still doing the rollout.
Yes.
Yeah, but of course, there's 5G coming up. Everyone is interested. We need to ride on.
Yes.
It's high speed.
Yes.
Yeah, we need to see how it is. I think this is what will excite us, and I'm sure it will put us to another level.
Yes.
Sure. Then these other emerging technologies, and now we're having the issue of artificial intelligence, now medical going online. We had some research from IBM.
Yes.
You saw now human body will be diagnosed directly via the technology.
Yes.
I think you've seen this.
Yeah, I've seen those possibilities.
Yeah, so we need to promote this. We need to promote this. If the government will come in, all the players in the market promote this. Let it not be a competition. Let it be a come together merger. As in, let us all promote it.
Yes.
Let it not be let us not discriminate one another. Let all the telecoms work together. Put all the efforts together and make sure that we are now moving forward. We need to go on the level of South Africa.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All right, Elisha, thank you very much for creating time this morning for us to speak to us on the state of the telecoms industry in the country.
Thank you very much.
All right, now you can take him live to the time that he came in the studio at Metropole TVKE across all your social media platforms. Any question that may you have, we know what we do every day is that we take it down, send it to them, and they can do for you a one-on-one response. What I do know is that we're taking a short break here on Business AM. Once we come back, Economic Review, the biggest headlines that you are waking up to this morning.